तुषाराद्रिसङ्काशगौरं कबीरं मनोभूतकोटि प्रभाश्रीशरीरं स्फुरन्मौलिकल्लोलिनी चारुगङ्गा लसत्फालबालेन्दुकण्ठे भुजङ्गा.
A warm welcome to all the devotees on Raksha Sutra English. We are going to narrate wonderful holy stories to all the devotees from the book Miracles of Love by Ramdas Ji, an exclusive devotee of Maharaj Ji. Please listen carefully, all the devotees. One time Maharaj Ji asked me to make reservations for 2 first-class air-conditioned places on the train leaving that very day. All the officials told me it was completely booked from Calcutta to Kalka, the east to west coast of India. Still to be prepared, I bought 2 unreserved tickets. I was sure that I was wasting our time and we would have to cash them in. Maharaj Ji walked into the station, walked slowly along the platform and stopped, stolid at one spot. When the train pulled in, a first-class air-conditioned car was stopped directly in front of Maharaj Ji. I had watched how he chose that very spot to stand in, so I asked the conductor, who happened to be standing right there, for 2 berths in that car, and he said, "What? Are you crazy? This train is full from Calcutta to Kalka." At that moment I lost my assurance and looked over to Maharaj Ji. He merely raised one finger and said quietly, "Attendant." So I went over to the car attendant and asked again for 2 berths, and he said, yes, there is room for you. You see, a party who was reserved clear through had to get off at Mogul Serai to attend to unexpected business. There are 2 berths vacant in this car. It was the car directly in front of Maharaj Ji. One day, Maharaj Ji and his driver were going from Bareilly to Kainchi. They arrived at Kainchi and a little later, others arrived and said, "You can't have come that way. The road has been washed out for 4 days and there has been no traffic, not even trucks." The road continued to be impassable for 2 more days. Maharaj Ji was going to Kashmir in a car when the clutch started to slip. We were in a small village with no repair facility and the driver was afraid to go on because of the mountainous road. A supposed mechanic was found, but the more he tried, the worse the clutch got, until it wasn't working at all. I asked Maharaj Ji what to do, and he said to stop a truck and have the truck tow the car. All the trucks, however, were going in the opposite direction. I reported this to Maharaj Ji, who replied, "Oh, these Brahmins are so stingy. They won't put up enough money to hire a truck to pull the car." I had 1,000 rupees to put up, which was enough. Finally, I got a bus that would pull the car. I bought a rope and we were just leaving when a bus came from the other direction, warning that there was a bus check stop ahead, so that the bus shouldn't try towing the car. It was dark by now and there were no hotels. So I went to Maharaj Ji and said, "Here are the choices. We can sit in the car all night long like this with no blankets. we can get a truck to tow us back, or we can go on. This last choice implying that we would have to depend on Maharajji's powers since the clutch was now gone. Maharajji said, "Let's go on." All the way to Srinagar, there was no occasion to stop or use the clutch, and we never even needed gas. This, of course, was impossible by normal means. At a Mela, Maharajji kept telling people that the Ganges river, was not really water but milk. One day, Maharajji and several others were out on the river in a boat, and the devotees were eager to experience the truth of Maharajji's words. They said nothing. However, Maharajji told them to get a lota. Lota means water pot of Ganga water, and cover it. When he poured it into glasses for them, it was the sweetest milk. Since there were other devotees back at the camp, one of the people in the boat thought he would take some back for them, but Maharajji grabbed the devotee's glass and threw it angrily into the Ganga. Maharajji once strengthened the faith of an Indian sadhu, who also was called Ram Das, by demonstrating his powers for him. Maharajji said, "Look here, Ram Das, I am disappearing, see." He took a small stone and stuck it against his body. Ram Das couldn't see Maharajji anymore. Then Maharajji said, "Now see, I am reappearing," and Ramdas could again see him there. Maharajji repeated this 3 or 4 times. Once a party of 50 or 60 Congress politicians were going to see Maharajji. He was staying at Hanuman Ghar. From there the road could be seen for a long way, so he knew they were coming. Maharajji suddenly got up and went down the hillside, accompanied by an Indian sadhu, Ram Das. He walked to a small Devi temple. When the party arrived, they inquired about Maharajji's whereabouts. They were directed down the path. Maharajji and Ram Das had sat down in front of the temple. The congressmen also came to the small temple, and though they stood in open land about 6 feet away, they couldn't see him or Ram Das. The men were standing practically in front of them, saying to themselves, "Where is Neem Karoli Baba?" Maharajji had become invisible, and he had made Ram Das invisible. Now Ram Das was habituated to hashish and had the cough that naturally accompanies this. He had a spasm and wanted to cough. He couldn't stop it, but he feared that if he coughed, these people would hear and naturally guess that Maharajji was there. Maharajji said, "Don't mind, cough as much as you like." So Ram Das coughed loudly and got relief. But these men heard neither the talking nor Ram Das coughing. The congressmen gave up their search and went away, and only then did Maharajji reappear. God does everything section is long, so further stories of this section will be narrated to all devotees in next episode. To listen the wonderful holy stories of Maharajji, please like, share, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell icon. Write in the comment box, Jai Neem Karoli Babaji Maharaj and Jai Ramdas Ji.